So there I was, knees shaking, sweat pouring from me, stomach queasy, and in front of a large group of people that I'm talking a crowd of people who were completely silent, who were watching my every move and studying me, and I thought in my mind, judging me. And all this was coming from just my very first powerlifting meet that I had about 6 years ago uh, on a bigger stage up in Northern Virginia. And I've been powerlifting most of my life, but I wanted to push it professionally. And I knew that with doing it professionally, there's going to be meets that you're going to have where you are speaking, well, not speaking, but you're performing. And there's times when you give speeches, especially if you win something, but I've never completed or placed anywhere big enough to be able to get up and give a speech. But I prepared a speech anyway in case I did win something. That I'd have to perform in front of a large group of people. And I've never had any issues speaking in front of people, big or small, because I've done it my whole life. It's part of my profession, and what I do for a living is I've got to communicate to large groups of people or small groups of people, and I've got to get my message through, and I've got to make sure that they understand me when I do it. So speaking has never been a big deal for me, but something about performing in front of a whole bunch of people added a new element that I wasn't ready for as well as I thought. But there was a couple of tricks that I used to get through it, and I picked them up from my powerlifting career. One of those was visualization to get through my stage fright. Visualization meaning that I imagined in my mind's eye before I ever got up on the stage that I performed well and that I'd completed the lift that I had went up there to complete, and that I'd gotten through it in one piece and was successful at it, and the crowd either cheered or clapped or reacted in some positive way. And then I also thought about what would happen if I didn't complete it, and them booing or walking out on me or a negative reaction, so that I could prepare myself for either reaction, so that I wouldn't have a substantial emotional response to however their behavior would be. So I'd already prepared myself mentally for it. The other one was preparation. I knew my material, and in this situation, my material was weightlifting. I had done this routine enough times that I knew exactly where I needed to be on the stage, how my lift needed to go, the techniques that I needed to use, where I needed to look at into the crowd, because I done walked out on the stage and found me a point at the very back of the Coliseum to stare at. So it was through visualization and preparation and a couple of positive affirmations, because you can do this, you can get out there, you can perform, you can complete this lift, and you can get out of here in one piece. And you don't know any of these people, and the ones that you do know probably got better. Who's going to watch somebody else lift? I don't know. I've said a bunch of stuff in my head that worked out that day, and it's worked out since then. But kind of a fake it till you make it kind of a thing. So you can handle this, you can do it, go out. And if I did do it, then I prepared myself mentally for it, and it worked out. If I didn't do it, then I prepared myself mentally for it if there was a negative response. So that was kind of the techniques that I used to get over my stage fright that I had in my powerlifting meet. And that's the gist of the story, and I appreciate you guys listening.